My name's Alex Garland, and I'm the writer-director of Men. The character played by Jessie Buckley, Harper, has arrived at a really kind of beautiful country house in a pretty part of English countryside. And she's gone there to process the death of her husband. And she decides to go on a walk just in the countryside and sort of lose herself in the forest and the nature and take some pleasure in the space, really. And what she finds in these woods is this abandoned railway tunnel, which is, in sort of horror conventions, is like an invitation to not go in there, that don't walk in that space. But on the other hand, there's also a question, which is why the hell shouldn't she walk into that space? We don't live in horror conventions, we live in landscapes. And so it's sort of playing a game within certain kinds of movie conventions. So she goes into a tunnel, which in some respects, people would be saying, why are you going in there? But then when she goes in there, she does something which is unexpected and beautiful, which is she does what a lot of people do when they walk into a tunnel or any space that echoes. It could be a church if there wasn't anyone else there, which is to make kind of loud, single, brief sung note, which will cause an echo. It's the kind of sound that causes an echo. When she does it in this tunnel, she finds that the echo is kind of spectacularly good. Like the acoustics of the tunnel have been sort of divinely crafted for a great echo. And so then she experiments with it, she plays with it, and she adds a couple more notes. And she finds that the repeating notes are creating a melody, to which she adds some more notes, and the melody becomes more complicated. And then instead of singing notes, she sings a sustained note that then complements the notes that she's already sung. And so something really unexpected and private, completely private and beautiful emerges. In the script, it said she makes an echo, and the echo is a really good echo. But as I was driving to set, I was fretting slightly about the scene on the drive, and I was just thinking something was lacking. And I started running through a principle in my head, which is that in theory, could you create a melody with an echo and add notes and add another note? And I was driving through an area with really bad cell reception. And I called one of two composers and I said, listen, in principle, if I got Jessie Buckley just to sing a sequence of notes, one note, then three notes, then three notes, then four, then a sustained note, could that be turned into a melody? And in between cutting out and coming back and me pulling up at petrol stations and recalling it and stuff like that, what he basically said is yes, and it doesn't matter which note she sings because we can pitch shift them later. So that's what we did. I was just trying to create an extended sequence with just one person, nobody talking, essentially, because she's on her own, and just enjoying the space and then having the space turn on her. Just something dreamlike, which is then interrupted by a different sort of dream, I suppose, a worse dream.